Welcome to iOS Insights, your go-to channel for iOS app development using Swift and SwiftUI. Whether you're a beginner looking to learn the basics or an experienced developer seeking advanced techniques, this channel aims to provide you with valuable insights and knowledge. In today's session, we will be continuing with part 2 of how to cache images from a Json API call within SwiftUI. Within Xcode, create a new class called image loader. And then select SwiftUI file. And then type in the actual name of the class, which is called image loader. And then delete the lines between 11 and 13, and also delete the lines 14 to 19. Oh yeah, we need to rename the struct to be a class. And then change view to be observable object. Next type in at publish var image UI image question mark, and the purpose of this variable, the publish image, is to hold the loaded image. Then create another variable, private let cache equals image cache dot shared. The purpose of the image loader class is to load an image from a specified URL and handle caching of the loaded image. So the next thing we need to do is create a function so just type in func load image from URL string. So this function loads an image from a specified URL, and the URL parameter is the actual parameter of the image that needs to be loaded. If let cached image equals to cache dot get image for key URL. Image equals cached image, and then return so what this line does, it checks to make sure there's an image available in the cache, and if there is, it captures that cache image and assigns it into the image variable so it can be reused. The next thing we need to do is we need to convert the URL string to a URL object. So to do that, just type in guard, let image URL equals URL string URL, else return. So what this line does, it converts the URL string to a URL object. If the image URL is nil, it just returns early to signify that the URL is invalid. And type URL session .shared .data task image URL data response error in. So that's an actual closure or callback. So what we will do now is check for errors and valid image data. So to do that, just type in guard let data equals data. So it just checks to make sure that it's not nil. Let load image equals UI image data, and that just checks to make sure an image exists. Else, if it doesn't exist, then just return. Next, type in dispatch queue main async self.cache .set image load image for key URL self.image equals load image. What this line does between lines 30 and 34, it updates the image cache with the specified image that needs to be loaded. And then we just type in on line 35 to type in .resume. It's important to type in .resume because if you do not type in .resume, the closure or the callback will not return the actual value. It will not be executed. So the next thing we do now, you just compile it just to make sure everything is correct. And the next thing to do now is to create the async image view. So to do that, just create your views as you normally create it. You can either like hold down Control key and then left click on the mouse, click on new file, and then select SwiftUI, click on next, give the file a name, async image, and then click on create. Or you could have done the same thing, clicking on file, and then new, and then file, and then select your SwiftUI file, and then click on next, and follow the end processes. So the purpose of the async image struct is to display an image asynchronously and handle the loading state. So that's what we'll do now. So the first thing we need to do, we don't need the previews, so we can just delete the previews. And then after line 10, just enter @state object private var image loader equals image loader. Let URL string, let title string, and then within the body delete line 17 and then type in h stack let's type in if let image is equal to image loader dot image open bracket UI image that displays the image from the cache dot resizable dot aspect ratio content mode dot fit dot frame width 100 and height 100. That's the size of the image. Dot corner radius 8. That just creates curvy sides. Text title that displays the title of the image. Dot font dot headline dot padding top and 8. Else progress that displays a progress view should be progress view. So if the image hasn't been loaded as yet and it cannot be displayed, it will display the progress view instead. Dot on a pair image loader, load image from URL. Let's now compile it to see if it works, or to see if it compiles anyway. Yes, it compiles, which is good. Next week we'll be displaying the actual list and the search bar to enable filtering of the images and the image title. Thank you for joining us. If you found this tutorial helpful, please comment, like and subscribe. See you next week.